Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Thomas, and I'm here to talk about books, video games, films, writing, storytelling, stuff along those lines. I'm going to be doing like a long form kind of style. No jump cuts, no captions, none of that typical stuff that you see here on YouTube. So thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Grab a cup of coffee and let's just chat. Let's talk. I'm going to talk to you about the book that started my journey into reading. It's not Harry Potter. It's Name of the Wind. I was gifted Harry Potter, the entire 7-book series, 4 years ago for Christmas. Loved it. I ate about 3 books up, just ripped through them. I felt like a kid again. It's just magical, it's fun, it's simple, digestible. It's about love and friendship and sacrifice. It's just good storytelling. But then I took a little break. My birthday came along, June 2021, and I was gifted Name of the Wind by a friend who is near and dear to me. He's kind of a mentor of mine. And my gosh, this book is the one. It started everything. It started my journey into reading. It was everything I wanted. It was, in a way, Harry Potter and more. My elevator pitch for Name of the Wind is if Harry Potter had to pay for his own tuition and if magic had consequences. If words had power. You know, Harry Potter, it's great. Okay, I don't want to do the compare game, but the magic system, my gosh, I wanted something more. It's just a flick of a wand. And Name of the Wind, golly, such a good book. Its magic system is so grounded in reality. I don't want to get too deep into it because I feel like it's spoilery, but let's just say if I wanted to cast fire, something, control fire of sorts, I would need to pull from a source, like a torch or a candle. But if I didn't have that, I could pull from my own body heat. But if I did that, I'd bring down my temperature. That's essentially what the magic system is like, and so much more. It's not like a Brandon Sanderson magic system where everything is intricately written out and laid out like a video game. This is, I need to do more research on this, but I guess it would be a soft magic system, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, gosh, okay, all right. Name of the Wind is not like your typical fantasy book. It doesn't have the tropes that most fantasy novels have. It's not about knight in shining armor, saving a princess. It's not about conquering the realm or having a overarching world-spanning campaign of military, wins and defeats. It's not about defeating the Dark Lord. It's an intimate, deep story told by an innkeeper. The innkeeper is claims to be a legendary hero. And he tells his story to a traveling scribe known as the Chronicler, hence the King Killer Chronicle. And he tells his story about, shares his upbringing as a child, his traveling troupe with his parents, his time at the Magic University, and so forth. You care so much about this character and everything he goes through in his journey. And what I like about this book is it's less about knowing the destination and more about the journey and living in the moment. A lot of content out there, and I say content because a lot of stuff out there on Netflix and modern books and fantasy and all that stuff it's about the destination. Me, gimme. I want it now. And less about the journey. And in this book, quoth, the main character, you live in his shoes, you experience every single thing he goes through, his highs, his lows. You celebrate with him. You can't help but root for him in every little thing. And I say little thing. I'm talking about, will he find lodging today? Will he find a tree to sleep under during a rainy night? Will he get enough money for a shirt so he can actually go into an establishment and play music to potentially earn money? Money, goodness, just like magic and words and power and all that, money has such an importance to this story. Gosh, dang, it's so good. It's so good. It's been a long time since I've read it. I've only read it once. And it's stuck with me ever since. I'm not even kidding. I think about it at least once a week. Right now I'm reading Wheel of Time, and I haven't read anything for about a year and a half, aside from Wheel of Time. So I will dive back into this. But for now, I'm trying to recall my experience with this book, and that's what this is. Reading this book is not so much reading, but it is an experience that I want everyone to have. And it starts not only with the character Quoth and the amazing character work that is within this book, but it also starts with the beautiful and lyrical prose of Patrick Rothfuss. This man is a word wizard. He has a way with words unlike any other author I've ever read or heard of. There is an intricate rhythm and pace he has. Everything is intentionally crafted. Every pause, every word, every sentence, it's all there for a reason. Nothing is with accident. I also find myself rereading words or sentences to see if there's any underlying story within what was just said, or underlying meaning, or just to relish in the wordplay. He has a way with just letting things breathe. It's not about getting to the end of the chapter or a cliffhanger. It's about living in the moment with the characters. And that's also what makes the world so immersive and the world building so natural and not in your face. I feel like a lot of world building is so separate and showy compared to the actual story and the characters, whereas the world building in this is so intertwined with the characters, and the story, that everything interconnects and is so fully realized. The cultures, the language, the economy, the currency, the cities, the towns, the music, the mythos, the lore and the stories within stories, the stories that are told, campfire stories, the myths. Oh my gosh. It's unlike anything I've ever read. And it's funny, when I finished this, 755 pages after, I wanted more. I was sad when I would be flipping through this and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm getting to the end. Oh no. I took my sweet time with this. I didn't rush it. And then it ended. Thankfully, there's a second book, which is amazing. But I will always come back to this because it was my first. And there's nothing like it. And I keep repeating myself, I know. The elephant in the room about this is an unfinished trilogy. This came out in 2007. This came out in 2011. It's 2024. Where's the third book? Well, guess what? So what? We still have this, and I'm thankful for it. We still have this, and I'm thankful for it. I don't care if this is unfinished because, again, like I've said in the beginning, it is about the journey and not the destination. And this journey is so worth experiencing. I'm telling you, go out and get it. Go to your local bookstore. Go to a Barnes & Noble. Go to Amazon, whatever. But get it, pick it up. I gift it year-round, Christmas time. I've got a couple friends who have their birthdays coming up. Probably going to pick it up again. Pick up a few more copies and hand it out. This book's amazing. And when I have more thoughts on it, I'll probably have some more videos that will go more in depth, especially when I reread it. But yeah, this is the one that started it. It got me into reading. It got me into fantasy. It got me into just appreciating good storytelling and looking at things on a deeper level than just surface level and wanting more from a story or a world or a character, and appreciating the simple things, the little things, the quiet moments. Yeah. I love it so much that I got another copy of it, the UK cover, which I preferably prefer. And then I got this bad boy, this 10-year anniversary. It's got pronunciation tables. It's got a map. It's got illustrations. Gosh, it's so good. And for my 30th birthday, just last week, my sister got me this from Etsy. Let's take a look. Let's get a little closer to it. Can you see it? It's like a laser wood map that I have. So we'll figure that out. But anyways, I'm getting carried away. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and hearing my thoughts on the book that started it all. I implore you to go check it out and give it a chance. It's slow, but it's worth it. Thank you.